let's tell you and let's pray finally against those that have spiritual husband and wife. What is spiritual husband? What is the functions of the spiritual husband and spiritual wife? How are they working? Is spiritual husband real or not? There is a demon called spiritual husband and the spiritual wife. That is why there is a demon called Asmodeus and Asmoda. Incubus and succubus. Succuba. Incubum. These demons are operating in the life of people today. Spiritual husband have rendered so many men and women useless. Spiritual husband is very jealous. Spiritual husband is real. 100% real. And the 70% of young ladies, even most of the married women are possessed by the spirit of Asmodeus. When a woman or a girl have a spiritual husband, if you marry her as a man, you are in trouble if she's not delivered. One of the signs is that anytime you are making love with your wife, that's Asmodeus, that spiritual husband will be so angry. It depends the kind of spiritual husband that married your wife. There are some of them, they will just send us accident to you. You died. That is why sometimes some men will die 6 months after the wedding.
Ebuka, stop lying to the people. Stop deceiving the masses. There is nothing like spiritual husband and spiritual wife. What are you saying? Incubus, succubus, Asmodeus. Did the spirit appear to you and made known to you their names? Did the spirit tell you their names? What are you saying? As these are folklores, Asmodeus. These are Greek demons that is in their folklores and history. Akukufere, akuko mama ogoma na indeya de. These are not real stories. Incubus. What do you know about incubus? Incubus is derived from the Latin word incubo, meaning nightmare, meaning that which lies upon one while they sleep. It can be further declined as incubare, which means to lie upon or to hatch, just like okoko will hatch atop his a hen will hatch its egg. To hatch. So what are you talking about? What are you saying? What you don't know? Did you study Latin? I have a diploma in Latin from St. Joseph's Major Seminary. You didn't go to school, bro. What are you saying? Are you a psychologist? When one sleeps, somebody might sleep with excessive conji, or someone must have watched pornography. And when the person sleeps, the person dreams, and the person to have sex in the dream and releases sperm. That is the way, the natural way, which human beings, which nature allows human beings, the men, to pass out spermatozoa. It's nature. It doesn't mean whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or you're possessed or not. It happens to men. Yeah, women also have such dreams, but I don't know whether they discharge anything or not. I'm not a doctor, but psychologically, we sleep and dream with the thoughts we had before we went to bed. It's not a spiritual anything. Why are you lying? What's wrong with you people? You are saying it will make the man die after 6 months of marriage. Okay? How many men in Nigeria have died out of 200 million people? How many men have died 6 months after the marriage? How many? Yes, because by the standards of Christianity, by the standards of religion, 99.9% of Nigerian ladies are against their faith and their belief. Therefore, they are possessed. By the standards of Christianity, 99.9% of Nigerian Christians or even Muslims are against their religion and are thereby possessed. Why? They are having sex. They are doing premarital sex, of which the Bible and the Quran prohibits. That means majority of Nigerian girls are possessed. There are how many people are their husbands dying after 6 months? Okay, you want to see equal rubbish, equal nonsense. Nigerians on tour. People are now using the lack of education. I now anyway people are now using to scam the masses. What of girls abroad in the UK or in the US? How many of them? Those ones don't go to church. That means they are possessed. How many of them do their husbands die after 6 months? We are talking about the business might crumble. How many businessmen in China, in Singapore, last 2 years or last 3 years, China celebrated almost 850 something billionaires in dollars. How many workers or how many entrepreneurs in China and Singapore have their business crumble after 6 months because of the women they married? You see how you people are demonizing our women. You see how people are objectifying our women, calling them nonsense. You see how people are objectifying our people, demeaning them. No American can call their citizens possessed. No. The British Prime Minister cannot say the Brits are possessed. The Indian Prime Minister, no. Even Putin, the Russian president, cannot say Russians are possessed. But people, the leaders of Nigeria, both the political and religious leaders, are telling us we are possessed because of some kind of fairy tales. Akuku fairy. It is a fairy tale. Just like here we have fairy tales. In Nigeria, we have our own fairy tales. We have our own akuku fairy. We have our own folklores. In the Garabody school, you must have heard of Madam Coin Coin or Auntie Coin Coin, Bush Baby or Baby Bush. You have different stories. Even in the villages, each race and culture have stories to tell. They explain things to their children. They attribute happenings to different deities and spirits. That does not mean you will come in 21st century 2023 and tell a young girl that she has spiritual husband. What do you mean? So is this why they are not getting married? That's foul, because even those who are married should be possessed. Some loose girls are even getting married. Why didn't their spiritual husband withhold their marriage? Some girls who are into wrongs are even getting married. Your so-called church girls, how many of them are getting married? Bring down the names of your church members since you've delivered them. How many of them have seen husband or wife? Marriage is a physical and earthly establishment. It has nothing to do with your well-being. If human beings come tomorrow and say there's nothing like marriage, marriage ends. Okay, those girls, those boys sleeping with girls, their girlfriends, why don't they die after 6 months since their spiritual husband is sleeping with them? Oh, the spiritual husband only gets greedy or gets jealous when the boyfriend pays her bride price. But all these girls doing prostitution, sleeping with different men, the spiritual husband will not kill them. Oh God, what are you saying? What do you mean? Ebuka, this is the first time I'm addressing you. I never knew you the rubbish like this. I will start keeping an eye on you. I will get your page. I will get your videos. Anytime you put rubbish or so, I will address you. And when he get no, it will nothing now. Both you and your church members, oh, nothing. Why are you deceiving our people, killing the masses? Why come you go to yourself? Why do you have the statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary in your church with chaplets? Are you in communion with the Roman Catholic Church? Are you in communion with the Universal Church? Are you a priest? Who are you? Are you a permanent deacon? Are you a bishop? What's your business with the Virgin Mary? But I know why you're using the Virgin Mary, because you know majority of Christians are Catholics. So by using the Virgin Mary, they might, dance to your tune. They do miss Kobo. Some today they visit your adoration. Tomorrow they go to church. Next tomorrow, Hagamon mass. The other they happy adoration again. You're trying to you're trying to work on the emotions of the masses. Oh God, you are deceiving people. You are killing people. Why not teach them the real truth? Why not tell the ladies to go and look for something doing so that they can attract any man they want? Why don't you tell the ladies to read their books, to have knowledge? You are using sekubos, and you are using it to deceive the masses. Why don't you teach your people real knowledge so that they can make something out of their lives? Why are you lying? This is how you went to Jerusalem to pray in the River Jordan or whatever river it is. But when somebody goes to Uguta Lake to pray, or River Niger or River Benue to pray, or Imo River to pray, you will now say the person is possessed by Sekubus, Asmodia. Oga, keep quiet. You don't know what you're saying.